put together a plan that would help make the community, as we say, more livable, more mobile, so that you're not dependent just on the automobile. As we heard today, with many people talking about gas prices going up and their inability to drive and wanting to use transit more. And I heard a few times people said, geez, when I go down and stand at the bus stop, it's a hostile environment. It's not very nice. Well, part of this is to plan out how to make public space not so hostile, and how to make public space in such a way that it's attractive, and you want to walk there, you want to bike there. There are multiple activities there. And what the plan does is advises the public and advises the officials who are in charge of land use and transportation decisions in the community of Arnold of how to create a community that will meet the expectations of the public and allow them to have opportunities outside of their home in public space, other than just getting in the car and zooming through the town. And I think they did a good job. And there's a lot of advice of how to do it by design, and then there are specific projects that range from 1 to 31 of how to fix the town so it can perform for everyone other than just the automobile, which is now mostly the priority of the public space and right-of-ways is for the car, and not necessarily for people to either talk or communicate or walk or have leisure or other activities within that public space. Some of the projects I think that were kind of fascinating and I think are some interesting solutions. For example, when you go up Highway 4, you have an intersection at Blagan and Dunbar, is the name of the road. And basically you got 3 lengths of a roadway all coming in it together. It's very kind of confusing. And so the question was, how do we make that a little nicer? 1 for the car, 2 for the pedestrian, and 3 to create a sense of space. So one way they thought about doing that, and a suggestion in the plan, was we abandon one of the roads and we create a town plaza as a central focal point. And then we make the intersection more right angle and fix it up so it's a little bit more geometric, and it allows for the geometry of the intersection to flow traffic through better, but also now become an inviting place for people to come and gather and be a community, not just a place to collide with each other and an awful looking intersection. And so overall, we went through this process. We had a public outreach program, and we advertised. We took out questions from people. We did surveys with folks and asked them what they preferred, more or less. And then we had a day where we kind of even voted on things. If you had to pick out of all the different options, which ones would you pick most? And we gave people little stickers. And then they would come up to the board and they would put the stickers on the projects on the boards that they liked the best. And then we ranked all the projects based on various criteria of how much people desired them, how much it might cost, how easy it would be to build, where we could get the biggest bang for our buck. And then through those value systems that were inputted by the public, we came up with a ranking of which ones everybody should get behind, get the consensus behind, and go build and get it done. And then in the back, we have a little funding thing in case you're kind of wondering, well, how are we going to get it financed? We put a section in there to try to inform people about all the different options that they might look into in pursuing for money, and how they're going to advocate on behalf of the community of Arnold to get their fair share of the pots of cash that are flowing around. And then at the very end, there's an implementation plan. What are the steps that everyone has to be aware of, whether you're one of the community members in Arnold, or you're a public official, or an elected official, or an appointed official? What is your part in the process, in the implementation process? And that's what constitutes the plan. And so tonight you're asked to kind of take a look at that and give it your blessings so that it can move on in the process and eventually become a public document that can then be enforced and change the way Arnold looks today into something that is more desirable